Good morning, everyone. Have you wondered why we have so very many churches and yet it has not translated to anything? It has amounted to nothing. Churches, denominations, different Christian ministries are springing up every day, and yet criminality, banditry, killing, kidnapping, insurgency, occultism, disobedience, unrighteousness, corruption, killings, wickedness, evil, and indeed darkness has continued to ravage the land. Have you asked yourself? The reason is the church have abandoned the purpose why she exists. So many scriptures indeed can attest to that. The popular Matthew chapter 20, verses 19 to 20. The popular book of Mark, chapter 16, verse 15. And the likes of Matthew 4:19, and so on and so forth. Matthew 24:14. You remember the great act of apostle, chapter 1, 4, even 8, and so on and so forth. Attest to the fact that Christ instituted the church for the sake of the Great Commission. The Great Commission gave birth to the church. The church did not give birth to the Great Commission. The primary reason, the main reason why the church exists is the Great Commission. Unfortunately, the church has reduced evangelism and indeed the Great Commission at best to an activity, one of the activity of the church, one of the program, an event of the church. Meanwhile, the Great Commission and indeed evangelism is the basis upon which the church collects the life is presently using anyhow. The church exists from the life, if I can use that word, of the Great Commission. Christ have evangelism in mind, indeed the Great Commission. And for that to be worked upon, to spread, he instituted the church. So when a purpose or the purpose of an idea, the purpose of a law, the purpose of a policy has been defeated, the purpose has been abandoned, has been brushed aside, then that policy has no right, has no need to exist anymore. No church has the right to exist the moment such a local church abandoned the Great Commission, abandoned evangelism. Simple. It is because that church, local church, and indeed the body of Christ exists primarily for the Great Commission. And until the church return back to the Great Commission, to evangelism and soul winning, the church will continue to move in circle. Even if we have 1 million churches springing up every day, it will still not be able to confront the darkness of this age. Because why? The church abandoned the purpose, the reason for which she exists in the first place. I believe we can still go back. Let's go back if we want to be effective. If not, criminality, banditry, insurgency, killing, wickedness, evil, corruption, and the likes will continue to spread and hold sway for as long as the church abandon, refuse, and fail to carry out the reason for which she exists. That's my prayer. And I believe that somebody will join me in continuing to pray that prayer. Thank you. See you another time.